Chapter 2 Training Meeting Planning Process. The training meeting objective. The objectives of the company training meeting are review completed training, conflict training issues, prepare future training, execute, exchange timely training information between participants. Objectives in mind training meeting process can be described in three-phase operation. Phase 1 assessment. Completed training. 2 coordination. 3 Phase 3 future planning assessment. Assessment phases seek to describe the effectiveness of the training conducted since the last training meeting. Leaders all subordinate units of the brief change of the training status. The commander takes information, combines it, and personal observation comes up with the commander's assessment. Coordination. With the formulation of the commander's assessment complete, with the next phase of the coordination of the future planning has already been planned. The detailed specific instructions are added to the events already appear on the training schedule. Individual subordinate leaders may brief the company leadership specifically training exercises or events. Future planning. With coordinating complete, with the final phase of the training meeting process is planned for the future training. Subordinate leaders will work with the commander to develop future training plans and support with the assessment conducted in phase 1 assessment. During the phase, the company commander ensures that scarce training time is effectively used. Who attends and why? The internal company of the company training meeting is a high priority mission with the leadership of the company attends to the selected leaders in mandatory figure 2.1 shows the list of the leaders who normally attend the company training meetings. Company commander, executive officer, first sergeant, platoon leaders, platoon sergeant, master gunnery, chief of firing battery, shop supervisor, maintenance team chief, supply sergeant, MBCO, NCO, feed service sergeant, slice leaders and attachments. Other designated by the commander. Figure 2.1 shows the company training meeting attendees. The company commander is responsible for the efficient conduct of the training meeting. Although all leaders participate in the training discussion, it's the discusser who leads the meeting to provide the direction and focus. The executive officer is second in command and such runs the training meeting in the commander's absence. Additional executive officer helps coordinate the training for all soldiers and sections of the detachment without platoon leaders or platoon sergeants. Is signed by the maintenance officer. The executive officer assists the commander with a coordinated maintenance-related activity needed to be addressed during the training meetings for service, for example. First sergeant, the senior enlisted soldier of the company, personal advisor to the commander of the issue of the effect of the individual soldier training in the unit. During training meeting, first sergeant has a key task of helping the commander with the individual soldier training assessment. Additionally, the first sergeant provides the guidance advised of the training plan. Also help review pre-execution checks discussed during the training meeting, and the role of the advisor of the first sergeant help with leader development and with both officers of the NCO by actively participating in formulation of effective training plans for the platoon. Platoon leaders brief the collective task proficiency of the platoon during the assessment phase of the training meeting. During the coordination phase of the training meeting, platoon leaders provide the commander or other members of the company with the details of upcoming training. During the future planning phases of the platoon leader requests and recommended collective training tasks as they want to train. Platoon sergeants are prepared to brief the individual soldier task proficient during the assessment phase of the meeting, and if required by the commander during the coordinated phase, platoon sergeants brief the specific essential pre-execution checklist for upcoming training. During the future planning phases of the platoon sergeant recommend individual soldier tasks for opportunity training. Master gunners or other key NCO staff attend with the training meeting to provide the commander on the special training. For example, the master gun works with the first sergeant to track individual crew service weapon qualification, helps with the leader of the gunnery training assessments. Maintenance of the team chief to coordinate with the maintenance efforts of the company and work with the commander executive officer to ensure the timely support provided where necessary. The maintenance of the team chief provides valuable input with the commander with the status of the maintenance training and the company. Additional with the maintenance team chief recommends the maintenance related training for the company and informs the commander with the scheduled service and inspection. Supply sergeants provide the commander on supply related issues, inspection inventories. Supply sergeants are also working with the executive officer and first sergeant to coordinate with necessary support from the outside sources. External or slice attachments. Slice leaders are such as the attached infantry, army, engineer, fire support leaders attend the training with the meeting and to coordinate with the training efforts of those of the company commander to train like your fight, you fight. Commanders must fully integrate with the training of all habitually associated units. This may be difficult, especially with the reverse reserve component, but every effort must be made to see that the goal is reached, and that since the leaders get a good feeling for the way of the units operative attending of the training meetings. Special reserve component companies have the readiness group of the resident training detachment of the personnel with attending the training meetings. The readiness group and the readiness training personnel detachment begin valuable experience of the last training techniques of the active service units. Training meeting and time and place. When to conduct the training. A meeting of the training meeting should be conducted the same day with the time each week with the garrison. So a particular day to conduct the meeting depends on the battalion conducts. If the training meeting, logically, the company training meeting should follow with the battalion training meeting no more than 2 days. This allows the information gleaned from the meeting to be incorporated into the company meeting before it comes up that it becomes out of date. Selection of the time conducted with the training meeting depends on several factors. Main consideration include enabling of attendees to meet with the meeting and minimize the training disruptions, allowing subordinate leaders time to brief the soldiers without delaying with the normal release time for the reserve components. Companies selecting time to conduct the training meetings are more difficult. There are 3 alternatives: conducting meeting during the regularly scheduled drill session, conducting meeting during the additional training assembly, conducting the meeting during the 4 points for points only with a non-paid assembly. For the most companies, scheduled the meeting during the last period of the monthly drill is the best solution. However, the commanders must select the time best supports their needs. Regardless of when the meeting is conducted, the active and reserve component commanders must strive to hold meeting on the same day with the time each week or month. This allows subordinate leaders to plan with the prepare for the company training meetings and plan their platoon meetings accordingly. Training meeting location. Commanders set location for the training meetings based on the following factors: size, accessibility, environmental consideration, a large number of attendees. For the typical training with the meeting, it is important to select for the location fit everyone and comfortable. The room in the company with the area with may be sufficient and possible for the conference room. In battalion headquarters, other possible locations include empty motor pool, bay, outside, in and weather permits. If the site selection should be easily accessible to all attendees, preferably at the same location each meeting. Particularly important for the reserve companies, since the subordinate slice unit may not all be based on the same location. Confusion and delays may be avoided if attendees do not have to search for the meeting place each month. Environmental consideration, impact effectiveness meeting include weather of the noise, room and excess for the hot and cold, lacks proper ventilation is appropriate for the meeting place. Training meeting and frequency. Garrison field location training meetings are held with each of the active components of the company platoons each month with the reserve companies, platoons, garrison, environmental, is generally easy to do during the extent of the deployments of the field training exercise is more difficult. Commanders must just strive to find time, even if the field, to conduct the training meeting of the planning cycle that does not stop simply because it's not convenient to hold the meeting. Company huddles. Company huddles are daily gathering key leaders usually before the first duty of information with the conduct of the quick decision with the day trainings. As such, the topics are limited to the following: last minute changes of the training, final pre-execution check review, special or new command guidance, maintenance, and personnel status changes. Reserve component companies can hold huddles before each drill every day during the multiple unit training assemblies. The company holds allow for the commanders to manage the training on a daily basis without calling impromptu training meetings. Company holds usually last no more than 5 to 10 minutes. I hold training meetings every week in the same time, same place. Shouldn't they be on the training schedule? I found that if I didn't pull the training meeting on the training schedule, it probably didn't get done. It's just a good way to do business. Military intelligence company commander, 6th Infantry Division Light. Interference into the from higher headquarters. Good ideas that the training schedule after it has been locked in, and other late breaking challenges all combined to destroy good soldier company training plans by any company commanders. Chapter 3: Preparing for training meetings.